that fascinating that no matter what you do, Yugoslavia just turns out the way that it does? Just look at this mess. Slovenia is communist, Croatia is anarchist, Dalmatia is a vassal of Ukraine. Well, I mean, yeah, this sounds ridiculous. Oh my god, it has a mega event. It has an actual mega event. What are we playing here? TNO? Folks, what we have right here is a nightmare to some and a miracle to others. We are, of course, Greece, and today we have great things planned because we're going to go ahead and with this most amazing mod, check it out in the description, we're going to go ahead and indeed reforge the Empire of Alexander. I asked you and a lot of you said, well, just do the Byzantines, it's easy, it's simple, we all love the Byzantines, we are all Romaboos. But then the majority of you said, no, do something unhinged, something so silly that it could only really happen in Victoria 3. Today we're going to go down the road where we reform that empire, and you see it right here. We will do the revenge of the Greeks. What this means is that we just need to press this button right here and then we can go that way. I did test it just to make sure that I don't lock myself out of any content here. We are still trying to build a Greek nationalism, a Greek identity here via Greco-Roman identity markers right there. And we're going to do this, we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the excavation, yada yada yada, you know the drill, but for the time being, why don't we go and click this beautiful, beautiful button. Hellas has emerged as a rising power in the Balkans. A new day dawns and a new nation rises to the world stage. Hellenic glory is the inevitable future. And might I add, the true heir to Alexander is none other than Otto von Wittelsbach. Indeed, the Emperor of Hellas and the true Bavarian heir. Quite frankly, he looks like him a little bit at the very least as well. What are you? Oh right, we had the jingoist petite bourgeoisie heir. Ah, that is perfect. Now, I believe that there are a ton of claims after you do this, after you adopt this. There it is, the lands of Magna Graecia. As the empire seeks to reaffirm its legitimacy, nationalist leaders have begun to clamor for the return of southern Italy to Greek hands, as it was in the time before the Romans. I love this. We talked about this as well previously already. This goes super deep into what is nationalism, how do we build a nation, how is this conceived, and, well, I mean, yeah, this sounds ridiculous. Oh my god, it has a mega event. It has an actual mega event. What are we playing here? TNO? Church bells ring and people cheers. Emperor Otto von Wittelsbach declares the rebirth of Hellas. Beneath the imposing presence of the Hagia Sophia, the emperor had been adorned with reconstructions of the old sigils and regalia of the ancient Greek kings of old. Stepping forward towards the array of citizens, dignitaries and clergy, Otto stands as a beacon for the future of the Greek people. Let's see here, we had 25 prestige and we trigger the event The Revenge of the Greeks in 30 days. Listen, we have a great future ahead of us, and I just was about to say that as ridiculous as that may seem, if there were a more successful Greek nationalism in this period, if for example after World War I these areas were secured, which they were not of course, this was a very tumultuous period, both for the Turkish and the Greek nation, but if we take a look at this wouldn't be too far off if Italy never formed, if they said let's create old bonds, let's take a look into this direction. I mean, ultimately, Italy did exactly this historically, of course. They were trying to reforge the Mare Nostrum in the particular vision that then they had in World War II. And there it is, the revenge of the Greeks. Our efforts have borne fruit. I love the art, by the way. Is this... This is not Victoria 3 art, right? Where's this from? Is this... I have no idea. Maybe a famous painting? Oh, is this maybe... Wait a minute. Is this from Hearts of Iron 4, but like with like a oil painting filter? Is this the image of the battle for the Bosporus or something? Alright, who knows? I am probably just being ignorant. Either way, several voices called for the restoration of Hellenic power and prestige. With the return of formerly Greek lands to the Hellenic state, it falls to the emperor to determine the future of the Hellenic state. Oh my god! The Hellenic capital state moves to Eastern Thrace. That is completely golden. And we gain a ton of claims. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can claim all of this stuff right here now, which is very nice. Of course, we have joined the League of the Preferential States here under France. I hope that sooner rather than later we can overtake them, although I will say our economy is pretty bad. I don't think that we are looking towards glory, at least in the next couple of decades here. We will just be blobbing and hopefully building up our GDP that way. I do seemingly need more autocracy. Sorry, I meant bureaucracy. Same thing, really, where we are here. Let's make sure that we can supply everything. Being in the French market is massive for us, just because it will definitely make it so that our economy can grow very easily. You can even just see it here spiking. We're just in a really good state right now. Now, I do think we might switch to racial segregation here, just so that we have slightly less discrimination. I am not certain, can this actually help me out here? Like, is this actually going to be beneficial? Let me double check this, right? We got Middle Eastern heritage and Turkic, which indeed means that this isn't going to be doing us any favors. Yeah, there is literally nothing here. It does mean that the other Europeans are less unhappy, and I suppose that is already better. We're going to generate a ton of radicals here just by virtue of discrimination. I could also look towards cultural exclusion, but I feel like it might actually. It doesn't push you all that far. Let's go for cultural exclusion. Let's make sure that citizenship here means allegiance to old Greece, rather than any ethnically kind of divided idea. I haven't thought about religion at all. Wait a minute. He listens to the Ottoman Empire despite me taking it over. If I declare autocephaly, it takes 9 years. I kind of want to do it just because it seems interesting. I'm not sure that it's good, but my idea here is if I declare autocephaly, since I do control Constantinople, I should be able, to take it over, right? Usurper claims Constantinople. I want to go through with this. I want to see what is happening, right? This entire system exists. You can see the interface is bugged, like we said last video already. I just want to find out. Once the symbol of unity in the Eastern Church, the ecumenical patriarch in Constantinople has increasingly come under the influence of the Ottoman Sultan. Unless we sever our connection with Constantinople, the Ottomans are sure to continue to interfere in our politics and may even try to further their attempts to suppress our culture. I really want to play this mod from the other direction. I want to play this from the view of the Ottomans. I think there's a lot here to like. I'm going to declare autocephaly just because it seems fun. In 10 years, we will be completely independent and then we can take over. Not sure why they are still under the Ottomans, but honestly, don't worry about it too much. I'm gonna kick him out. Yo, the Mask of Agamemnon? A force working on a minor dig site in Peloponnesios have announced an incredible find. A series of beautiful and exquisitely detailed funerary masks made of pure gold. That is so cool. Okay, you can actually find this here. No, I like this mod a lot. There are some bugs, obviously, and some oversights, but this mod is fun. Oh, and it already passed. Cultural exclusion. Oh, what the hell is this? Rupert's Land. Huh. Nice flag, buddy. Really nice flag. And you know what? I'm looking for more rivals so that we can up our influence game. And I gotta tell you, I hate the Belgians. They only deserve my animosity. Let's take a look at this. I sometimes get events here with the autocephaly progress. And you can see that we are pretty fast. So we are done here long before 10 years pass. Now, I could also go on and actually restore the monasteries, that kind of stuff. I might do this. Let's take a look at this, right? If I did this, I would lose dissolved monasteries. It's not that much minting that we're gaining, so who really cares? Restore the monasteries gets rid of... Oh, it gets rid of this. Right, because you're not tied into the state. Rather, you are independent. So I kind of want to keep it the way it is there, I suppose. If we really want to integrate this into our new nation state anyway. Interesting. Oh, and we have a Bulgarian rebellion. We cannot join it because we do still have this peace treaty with the Ottomans. But look at that. I really, really hope that they get some support, maybe, you know, from the Russians, but it doesn't look like it. That would have been amazing. I hate that the United States of America, by the way, are supporting the Ottomans. It is what it is. Yeah, see, it is odd. Even a new patriarch has now taken control. He grew a beard there, and yet he still belongs to the Ottoman Empire. I'm not so certain, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and kick this guy out. And oh god, is this actually it? Yeah, it's another Unify War. Let's see whether they call us into this. We are technically allies with France, and I would help them. Not that I would be much help, but I would still do it. We might actually see a Germany for once in this playthrough. And there it is, autocephaly of the national church. In the face of resistance by the patriarchs, the Church of Hellas has successfully separated its ecclesiastical administration from that of Constantinople. We're gonna put it back in there, but don't worry about it. We will defend our faith. Now let me check this, right? I can integrate the patriarchal seat. Should the location of this seat come under our control, we could replace its leadership with bishops loyal to our cause. This may anger their former patrons. Yes. Having seized control of the city of Constantinople, Hellas has claimed direct control of the ecclesiastic apparatus of the ecumenical patriarchate. My relations of me deteriorate by 15. Because I was autocephalous, I guess. Oh, and now there's an actual integration progress as well. Interesting, and then you can get an ecumenical council. I am so curious about all of this. We're gonna see how it goes. I did now also end our defensive pact with 2 Sicilies here. I want to take them over sooner rather than later. They are merely a minor power. I want to turn them into protectorate. Relatively little in terms of infamy there. Hopefully, or maybe actually, now that we do have claims, I wonder how expensive this would be. 10 infamy. I'm sorry, that's too much. I think this one, yeah, these are a lot more stomachable on average here. I'm going to turn these into protectorate while I then conquer, of course, the Ottoman Empire here in the east. I'm a bit confused. They didn't become an unrecognized power, despite doubtlessly failing the Tanzimat. No idea what causes this. It just means it's a bit more expensive for me to eat into them, which sucks, but hey, there are worse things. Oh god, they actually formed the NGF. This is happening. We're gonna see a Germany. It's been so long. And Jesus Christ, they're actually gonna lose. France, that is. They are going to lose Alsace-Lorraine. They will be humiliated. And slavery might get banned in beautiful Brazil. Currently, we still have Pedro on the throne. I hope that they can actually make it here. But either way, that is incredible. Having not seen a Germany form in vanilla in oh so long. Oh my god, there it is. Kaiser Adalbert von Hohenzollern. And they're atheist! What are you talking about? A kingdom, an empire that is atheist? I don't think so, man. That is really funny. Anyway, it is time to beat up a couple of people, of course, namely the Ottoman Empire. Let's start not with Ankara, but with Konya. There you go. I am going to conquer a whole lot, and I know the United States will join against me. I think that is fine. Man, France is uniquely weak, you know this. All we need to do initially is hold the front line. That is all that is required of us. I think we have a pretty good setup. I do wonder, does this actually destroy your alliance with the Americans? Oh, I think it did. All things considered. No, okay, I think they never had an alliance. The Americans just hated the Germans. So Mascara is clearly losing. Here we are also doing well. I am recruiting a couple of conscripts, but I don't think that this will last for too long, because all we need to do is really take Ankara. I'm gonna clean this up here, and then we're gonna march eastwards and start securing Anatolia. This is what I'm talking about. Look at how this map looks, my god. Seeing this particular flag here is also utterly insane. We are winning this battle as we are winning all of the battles. Yeah, there they go. Let's celebrate, my dear Greeks. What the hell is this? That's pretty good. Okay, you know what? It is like Gallipoli, except in France, I guess. You know, they did D-Day early, and of course, under these conditions before World War II, it is not that easy to maintain that. They're gonna die over there. They really are. It is fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Doing a bit of a blobbier playthrough than I would normally do. There's something, you know, it got something to it for sure, I think. Okay, and now we can press this button. Embrace Greco-Roman identity. Let's check that out. Nobody could tell you when it happened, but everybody knew it happened. Day in and day out, the people all are proud to walk Greek streets, to work Greek jobs, and to coexist with their Greek neighbors. From its beginning, as a disunified and crumbling post-Turkish state, Hellas and her people have risen to stand as a true nation-state. For how long, O brave young men, shall we live in fastness, alone like lions on the ridges and the mountains? Shall we dwell in caves, looking out on branches, fleeing from the world on account of bitter serfdom, abandoning brothers, sisters, parents, homeland, friends, children, and all of our kin? Better 1 hour of free life than 40 years of slavery and prison in the Thorios. Interesting. Freedom or death gets Greek nationalism. We get assimilation, and I get Romaios as primary culture. Is that the sole primary culture? No, okay, now we have both. Let's go. That is awesome. Okay. Meaning, we have done the best thing possible, I suppose. And now I can declare this even a national language. Not that it changes all that much. So I could do Demotiki, which gives me a lot of loyalists and radicals. I guess all decisions give radicals, except this one, actually. Interesting. Koine Greek, or Koine Greek, is the only true Greek language. Orthodox pops in Hellas become more loyalist. Conversion becomes more important. Yes, I'm doing conversion. I'm sorry. I'm full on conversion. Boom, there you go. That is the sole reason that I chose that. Ah, and there you have it. The Ottoman Empire is a very, very sad existence now. I mean, this is just devastating for them. We have returned home. Most of Anatolia. Not much still missing, and we're gonna get it soon enough. And apparently I can survey the Isthmus of Corinth. I'm gonna survey both of these. We have a ton of this lying around, and obviously I want this West Canal. Interesting. I still am going for this, but, you know, it's gonna take me some time, I reckon. If I turn you into protector, that's 54 infamy. That's not happening. Oh boy, apparently France is going in against Sardinia-Piedmont. They have had enough of being humiliated by the Germans. I'm gonna join, but that's a pretty bold move, I gotta tell you. Are you sure you're not Napoleon III? And look at that. So basically, every now and again, an event will trigger where my primary culture picks up a homeland core, so their actual homeland here, in a territory that we now own. Crete already is a Hellene homeland core, but now it is also Romaios. So that's pretty good. And speaking of pretty good, tell me about this, right? We have a, yep, that's not good. Most of them are Muslim, of course, and most of them are also Turkish. So that is why we have that going on. It is a very suppressive society, even if we do not, you know, go against, for example, other Europeans. How is religion doing? Do we see a very steady flow towards Orthodox? We got 26.k per month. We have a total population of 15.8 million. That's pretty okay. And so we are now fighting side by side with the French here in the Alps. It really feels like coming home. You know, this right here used to be a Greek colony as well. I mean, a lot of this area had Greek colonies at the end of the day. The Greeks were everywhere in this particular region. Pretty wild. And there goes Sardinia. Yeah, and now I could make a suitable offer to the Egyptians, and I think that I will. Even if it costs me some money, that's okay. See, my idea here is we make them an offer, it should be pretty simple. Oh, I literally cannot. My GDP is way off. We are nowhere near. I feel like this might be in order. I do want to take over Egypt and, you know, sooner rather than later annex them as well. So 34.6. I've seen worse things. That is a pretty cute French Republic. I think Greece and France belong together like two sides of the same coin. They are the Carolingians. They are reborn as the Western Roman Empire. And, well, we've given up on that. But, you know, we can let them think that we are the Eastern Roman Empire. And we've done it. In an arrogant assertion of their authority, which is not true, Hellas has cemented their control over the ecumenical patriarchate of Constantinople. Does this mean? Yes, it does mean that. Okay, what is this button? I need to... There we go. An audience with a patriarch. I could seek an audience. I could try to get into... Ooh. So if I establish Sunday schools, I can get more Caesaropapism. All of this gives me more Caesaropapism and kind of unifies the church and the state, which is the entire idea. That is everything that we want to do here. If I restore this, we lose it. No. I will do everything in my power to integrate the church into, indeed, our particular nation state. So I'm going to spend that money. I can't spend that money, but pump me up here, okay? Push me up. And now I can construct the Corinth Canal, huh? Interesting. Wait a minute. So this canal gives me prestige and infrastructure. Why wouldn't I do it? Absolutely. That is right here, right? So that you can go from there to there. It isn't depicted in terms of like the actual sea nodes or anything, but that is pretty good. I like it. We do now also have the Red Scare. It appears that there is a council republic somewhere, although I couldn't tell you where. And we got the Empire of Japan under Kome. I don't think that was the case in the... Oh! Would you look at that? The United States of America are facing the Civil War, and it looks pretty close. I can only pray that the CSA wins that. I hate the Americans, but more importantly, maybe, the Germans are going in against Austria. For Austria! Oh, no! Oh, yeah, that's classic Victoria borders right there. I'm not saying Victoria 3, because that nonsense, it's every Victoria that has ever existed. Anyway, while the world is busy, I think we're going to go in against Syria. I want the entirety of this. All of it. I have to assume, for what it's worth, that I get claims on this stuff anyway, but why wouldn't I take it if I have the chance? I don't want to go to war against Cappadocia or Trebizond right now anyway, because we can turn them positive and then just annex. At least I think that is true for both of them. Oh, and now that I look at this, I need at least Syria, so that I get the Patriarch. Do I need this right here? Oh, I do need Aleppo. Alright, 47 infamy. That's a bit more than I was hoping for. Now, of course, none of this really means anything, because what we are looking at here is very much us just having superior units. We got shrapnel infantry, artillery, we have great. We got all of the bonuses for mobilization options as well, and Jesus Christ, yeah, Slovenia will be liberated. I didn't even see that the first time. That is so good. Listen, the AI right now is fun. This is good fun. I am all for it. And there you have it. We have taken over Syria, including, of course, Jerusalem, which means that I can now integrate both of those. I need more Caesaropapism, so once that is done, I can do this one as well. Let's continue. The Holy Land will be secured. Absolutely. We do live in a society. Oh my god. Cappadocia just annexed Trebizond. I was so close to being able to annex Trebizond via this decision right here. War it is. We have to go against Cappadocia and just completely annihilate them. How dare you? I love, of course, the Komnenos icon right here. But how dare you? Filippo Danglis. What the hell? Oh, and we have a Kurdish uprising here against the Ottomans. They might be able to do this. Now, unfortunately for them, obviously we're going to destroy them when we take the entire region over. But, you know, hey, good luck. You got this. Oh, wow. They actually won their freedom. That is unbelievably admirable. Sadly, it ends here. Okay, this is a genuine question. When did they add this? The balloons? I saw this in the mobilization option. I don't remember seeing this. Am I blind? I might be blind. But I love that. That is so cool. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Is it a power block thing and I've just never used this? There's no way. It is! I've just never used this. It seems so good to me as well. Battle occupation up, attrition risk multiplier, and charter terrain chance up is massive. Huh. I never saw that this is in Militarized Industry 3. That is really, really nice. I love being in the French power block. Look at this. It's so good. Alright, and while we're here, why don't we destroy the Ottomans? I am thinking now I could turn them into protectorate as well. They only hold Bosnia. Bosnia is the modern-day successor of the Ottoman Empire. This is a fact. I could transfer a subject, and actually I'm kind of in favor of this. Samos has positive relations with me, which means I cannot annex them. Let's do this. This is relatively low in for me. I get everything that I want. I don't want to mess with the Balkans too much. I want to expand all the way over here. That is the route that we're taking, right? So why don't we do that and just leave the rest alone? Oh, and speak of the devil, I guess. Bosnia-Herzegovina is rebelling the moment that we come in, and the Ottomans cannot reach them. Maybe more importantly, the Ottomans will cease existing once we conquer this. They're cooked. My friends, Jerusalem usurped by Hellas. In an arrogant assertion, okay, it's just the same text, don't worry about it. It is not arrogant. This was very good. Everybody loves it. Let's integrate Antioch. And there you go. It has been done. We have taken over the Ottomans entirely, and I think, yep, your war is over because... And all of you are independent. Wait, what? I inherited all of their vassals? Oh, thank you. I have never... I didn't know that that was what happened. So I have now, since I killed the Ottomans, inherited their vassals. I'm okay with this. I do want to destroy the Bulgarian Empire, just to be entirely clear here. They need to go, but that makes things a lot easier. Look at the Balkans. They are so, relatively speaking, clean. Okay, but anyway, let's go in here for Cappadocia. I will conquer the entire thing. Oh, and it looks like the Russians are going to come in here, huh? I think we can deal with that. I would be surprised if we couldn't, I should say. Yeah, the Russians coming in here, it doesn't bode well for them. I think they will lose eventually, even if I just hold the line here. We just need to take this right here as an incorporated state, then our armies can of course turn around and visit our friends in Cappadocia. And that should already settle it. With the bonuses that we do have, I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, look at the defense right here. I'm just defending here, just for the record. And here we just need to push through and then we are golden. It is so over. The shores of Phoenicia, the ancient heartlands of the Greek people, now lie in our control. Revanchist leaders in the Hellenic court call for the return of Egypt and the Levant, once strongholds of Christendom, into the imperial fold. We will reclaim the Eastern Empire. Absolutely we will. I will click that button, because why the hell wouldn't I? I will take any claim that I can. And I guess that means Egypt is next. I'm coming for this unrecognized nation, which should be so much easier to conquer. Let me look at this. 6.4 infamy. I guess it's a very high population still, but that number. Okay. We will take them over. Look at that. We are unchallenged in our control of the heartlands of Christendom. The last obstacle to our authority remains in the form of the Russian Orthodoxy, which still claims supremacy over the Eastern Church. Ready the fleet. The Hellas once held sway over the Black Sea. Even today, communities of Orthodox Greeks dot its shores. Dobruja, Kars, Tiflis, and Crimea. Oh, so that is like here, here, and then here. Interesting. I am interested in turning the Black Sea into, well, you know, a Greek sea. This is actually the saddest Italian revolt that you will ever see. They are rebelling against the Slovenes. Not against the Austrians, no, no, no. It has to be for Trieste. They just cannot leave Trieste in Slovene hands. Ooh, and Vojvodina is rebelling. That's interesting. Yeah, the Austrians are cooked. I mean, no matter how you look at it, they are done. Oh my god, they actually won, and now Trieste is just held by the Republic of San Marco. They're like, we are totally Venice. But wait a minute, you don't hold Venice. No, 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 no. Seeing it from across the Adriatic, that's enough. That's good enough for us. And oh my god, Germany hates the Austrians so much. That is unreal. You want to take Moravia to cut off Bohemia, which is like... Oh, the AI is ruthless. This would mean that the Austrian market is cut off forever and Austria is toast. We'll see. Austria joined now by Russia here. I'm gonna stay neutral. I don't know any of you. Yeah, after this, Austria is officially dead. I mean this because their market will be cut off. They're done. The story of Austria is over. Isn't that nice? Germany is just giving them a cute little hug, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, Austria, I love you so much. I had to lock you up in Prague. It had to be done. And oh my god, folks. Otto is dead. Long live Emperor Rudolf von Wittelsbach, an opium addict, he's meticulous, a Bavarocrat, psychological affliction. Whew, if I could, I would switch him out for a different guy, you know, for like a Greek guy or something, because this guy is not the same as Otto the Great, if I may dub him that way. At least he's petite bourgeoisie, which means that he is a bit more forward-facing, gives us a bit more opportunities to, you know, kind of liberalize. You can see that the Christian party has formed. It is because the Orthodox Church is, of course, incredibly powerful. I am super eager to see what happens if I do integrate this and then actually have the old pentarchy together. Let's see. Okay, the Austrians are having a rebellion, which is really, really good for them, because that... No, it's not good for them, because this is still their market capital. Unlucky, it happens, you know, not my issue. I'm gonna go in, and I think we're gonna see, yeah, we're gonna go in and declare war against Egypt. Let's start with Transjordan right here. And as always, of course, I mean... Greeks are returning, much like Alexander the Great. I expect that our dear Rudolf right here will be told somewhere in the oasis over here that he is the chosen one to conquer the entire world. And we all know that that is definitely true. And there we are. The lands of Arianon is the next event here. With our eastern borders established, scholars and nationalists alike make calls for the expansion of Greek influence across formerly Greek lands on the Iranian plateau. Before the explosive rise of Islam in the 600s and 700s, countless communities from the Tigris to the Indus counted themselves among Christendom, including the ancient Church of the East and the Nestorian heretics. Africa, Arabia, all will submit to Hellas. Wait a minute. So I see... I don't think I see Arabia in here. I think it is just Persia and Afghanistan, right? Yeah, if you see it light up there... I mean, it's time to conquer. Do I have to conquer all of it? I do. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. I am Alexander. I will claim it. Okay, anyway, in the meantime, of course, I shall be building this West Canal. There you go. Are you at war? Why are we cut off from the market here? Only 90%. Odd. Not sure. And what is this? The foundings of Alexander. As Alexander's armies thundered across Asia, both he and his generals founded several cities in his name, each serving as a beacon of Hellenism in the east. With the restoration of the Hellas, leaders have ardently called for the reconquest of the farthest reaches of the empire, many of which lie in the hands of the great powers. I see. Alexandria in the Oxus margin. Oh, we're conquering literally the cities named Alexandria. I'm sorry, that is really good. That is so funny. Okay. Merv and Uzbekia. Then here we have Fergana, Kyrgyzia, and Tajikistan. And then, of course, yep, we got Punjab, Sindh, and Kashmir. We're gonna be conquering, folks. We're gonna be conquering. All right, let's see. I think it is time that we destroy Persia. We're gonna do this in Urmia. If I may... There we are. Return state. I see Iraq here, which really does not bother me. This will take several wars. Going in as early as you can is definitely good. And you know what? Now that I think about it, we really want to be doing this. Yeah, there it is. Infamy generation against unrecognized powers down. I should have done that earlier. Don't you worry about it too much, though. We're gonna get it done. It will be fine. I purposely am not showing you what territory I'm taking because it looks disgusting. This is all that I can take. I'm out of maneuvers, but let me... Trust me when I tell you, it looks disgusting. It really does. Of course, the war itself is not that significant a challenge. They just do not have the tech, you know, as it ought to be. And we are just rushing through them right here. We've already taken the capital, which means this will be over the moment that we take Muhammara. You guessed it, I am taking Arabistan. You're going to see this in a second. It is borders. That, you know, some type of borders anyway. You know... We're making our way there, that's all I can say. And apparently I can't even claim Turkmenia until I have an interest. Okay, so once we have an interest, I can claim this, and of course I shall. Iraq is next to fall, trust me, this looks horrendous. But once I have it, I think we're gonna look pretty okay. And here we go. Alexandria usurped by Hellas. Let's take a look at this, right? We can now click this button because we have Alexandria, Jerusalem, Antioch, and Constantinople under our control. What happens? After centuries of separation, the great seats of Eastern Christendom have been returned to the rule of the Emperor in Constantinople. Oh, it just gives me more of that. See, I was thinking that we would be getting something out of filling this bar. So that it basically would say you integrated this entirely into your state and now you are super cool and everybody loves you. Oh, maybe it's this. Wait, what is this? Our influence within the Eastern Orthodox community is obvious. We could use this power to summon an ecumenical council to settle long-standing issues. Okay. As bishops begin to form their delegations, the Orthodox community has looked to us to guide the focus of the next ecumenical council. Again, why is this more than what we have in CK3? I could do any of declare the Orthodox state. I don't even know what philitism is, okay? I'm going to declare the Orthodox state. I don't know what to tell you. I have to learn what that is. Do I change my tag or something? Let's find out. I am the protector of the Orthodox, I can tell you that much. The patriarchate rises, church bells ring and people cheers. Emperor Rudolf von Wittelsbach declares the birth of the Orthodox Commonwealth. Beneath the imposing presence of the capital at Anatolica Thrace, the emperor has been adorned with reconstructions of the old sigil. Oh my god, I am not just Alexander, I am also Constantine the Great. Adds the Orthodox realms to the Journal of Hellas, triggers the event the Metropolitan lands in 30 days. The Byzantine Commonwealth. In an arrogant and pompous way, that's me, okay, calm down. Should they manage to claim all the Eastern Patriarchates, they will be able to form the Orthodox Commonwealth. I have to take Moscow? Well, now I kind of have to. You know, I feel like this might be one of those things where this is semi-intended to be done if you are the Eastern Roman Empire, which we are not. I'm not gonna say no to it, though. These are nice bonuses. I'm gonna pick up whatever I can and, you know, see where we end up. Okay, I think it is time to start World War I. Now, normally you cannot do this, at least I don't think you can, because in this list, Liberate Country says, nope, you cannot do this right now, because this is, you know, it can't be a primary war goal. But if you do it via this one, you can liberate country, and we're gonna liberate the biggest state that we can find. Kazakhstan looks pretty interesting. No. Let's go with Ukraine. It's going to go super far to the east here as well. There are a ton of cores you can see. Ooh, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a pretty wild ride. Okay, let's hope that we can get this done here. Let's see whether we can figure this one out with France alone. I really would like it if we could. You know I have to do it. This is the dumbest thing, but I will do it. I have to take it. It is what it is, okay? Alright, let's see. Spain is in this. Austria is in this. Germany didn't want to come for whatever reason. It is what it is, you know. I'm not calling them traitors, but I think they're traitors. Yes, I absolutely do. How did you know? Okay, our defenses here are going well. I think we are holding. Yeah, you can see we're holding everywhere. The French are trying to push in, but doesn't really seem to be very successful. On the other hand, over here, we are clearly winning. We will be rolling up Austria, hopefully, at the very least. Oh yeah, France and me, I mean, look at that. They are pushing into Spain. They have decided not to have a front line here. Instead, we are fighting over Montenegro. Fair enough. I mean, I'm not saying anything against that. And we are holding very well here. Look at their actual enthusiasm falling here. I should have probably queued more, so that I can demand Moscow, even if, like, there is no capitulation. What else would they want? Like, theoretically, I could exchange a couple of things here, right? It's an interesting thing. Either way, it means that France will stay in this war, because they have war goals against them. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Now, I will tell you, our standard of living is not looking so hot, because, of course, during this war, the French market is in a bit of trouble. If I ask for market control, honestly, I don't want to do that. We're gonna eat this pain. It's okay. We're gonna eat the pain. Austria will very soon be out of the war. Then we have Spain also very soon out of the war. Russia will absolutely fall. 100%. Oh, there we go. It's time to now march. It's odd looking, isn't it? Something is off about this. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something's odd. And it seems as though we're going to see another invasion here, and I had to join it, sadly. So they want Hawaii, British Senegal, and Pontianak, whereas they only want North Cameroon and humiliate French Republic. Are you allies with Britain? Oh, that sucks for me. That really sucks for me. In better news, we are now overtaking France because I built a massive navy. But all that you need to know is that I will soon be the leader of this trade league, which will give us infinite benefits here for sure. I am not intervening in this. I'm just going to ignore this. This is cool, you know, don't worry about it. If you lose North Cameroon, it's not the worst thing in the world. All right, and there it is. Moscow usurped by Hellas. Is there anything that follows by this? Let's convoke another one. Sure, why not? Modernize. Okay, so I can only do these. How do I become the orthodoxy? I want to be the orthodoxy. Why don't we go ahead and we rebut... No, actually, let's just modernize the church calendar, I guess. Now, the most positive aspect of this is actually the fact that we are now looking at a situation where we have the market access. Oh my god. Every time France goes to war, they cannot afford the actual market and we would dip down to like 74%. We're golden now. We are golden. No, they left the Universal League virtually immediately. Well, what's the point now? Actually, no, wait a minute. There's a really good point for this. Look at all these folks. I'm not sure that they're gonna stay inside. Some of them might. Okay, yeah, a good chunk might. And we do get a fully developed trade league, so that is pretty damn good. I do fear for my economy, though. We'll figure that out, okay? Oh my god, and now they formed the Unity League. I'm sorry, but that's just funny. That is just funny. But Croatia is rebelling, and believe it or not, Dalmatia is also apparently rebelling, and Germany is like, yeah, I'm gonna destroy you. So Germany is doing whatever they can to completely annihilate the Austrians here. And frankly, they had it coming. Alright, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think that actually matters. Austria, Russia, Spain. I'm not worried about Austria, or really Spain. We do have trench infantry now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go crazy. Everything that we need to do now is just gain time. I'm not gonna defend Moscow, who cares? I'm gonna defend this and we're gonna advance here. I don't want to take anything from Russia, I just want to make it so that basically they drop out as soon as possible. And we definitely, this is gonna be a costly war, but we are now in the endgame. If you will, Avengers endgame. The Infinity Wars, I can't even do that. Okay, listen, we're just gonna do what we can to hold the line here. So that hopefully, sooner rather than later, they end up capitulating, and then I can go in against Sicily directly. Okay, there goes Russia. That's a good one. Now we have Spain still sitting around, obviously, right? They didn't have that much to do, but I think I can just go and invade 2 Sicilies. Let's do this. Yep, it's pretty close, but I think we can just go and invade 2 Sicilies. This will all be Greek, my friends. And there you go. Our beautiful balloons with siege artillery. I accidentally equipped it and you cannot revoke it, and siege artillery needs radios, which we don't even know what they are, but, you know, we have a bit of a deficit there. That's okay. Very self-evidently, that doesn't matter because we are winning every last bet. And there you are. Megale Hellas has been done. Do you get incorporated? No, you don't? Okay, I'm gonna do that manually then. You are core Greek territory. Italy is just the geographical region. Now see, I've been thinking, I want to make some money here at the tail end of this, and I think taking a treaty port should be about the right thing to do here. I swear to God, Spain, if you come into this, I will actually dissect you. You're gonna be cooked if you come in. Oh my god. Spain actually came in. I'm gonna destroy the Great Qing first, and then it's you. Buddy, I'm gonna absolutely eviscerate you. Yeah, Catalonia sounds nice. We can vacation there. What else? We got Navarra. Andalusia sounds perfect. Galicia definitely needs freedom. Yep. I'll do what should have been done to you 1,000 years ago, okay, buddy? I love, by the way, that as I go in here, so does Russia. For some reason, Russia was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this as well. That's fine. We're gonna beat them together. Easy clap. We do have this really funny, tiny front line right there. Obviously not gonna be our main advance there, but still, that is pretty funny. Let's take a look at this, by the way. We now have 15% South Italian for some reason. We got 5% Hellenic. They don't really grow all that much despite everything. Maybe I should go with ethno-nationalism here. We got 35% Orthodoxy. Would you look at that? The Orthodoxy is actually spreading here quite nicely, and here as well even. Alright, okay, good for you. My friend, the troops of Alexander the Great's successors have indeed landed in Beijing. Look at this beautiful balloon. This is the most... You rarely see this. I never pick up that particular principle, but that is so good. I love that group, just because of the visuals, quite frankly. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that incredibly beautiful? We should do that in real life. I think we should. Are looking at a situation where Britain is at war. They are allied to the Germans, but I'm gonna do whatever I can. I need this territory just to finish off the Graveyard of Empires, and actually not that one. I think it is, what is it, Margiana? Okay, I think I actually timed this perfectly. Look at this. So Germany is invading, and they have a massive and unbelievable amount of troops actually raised. Take a look at this. Yeah, as long as they're fighting France, we're golden. I just need to take Makran, and then we got this. Isn't that fascinating that no matter what you do, Yugoslavia just turns out the way that it does? Just look at this mess. Slovenia is communist, Croatia is anarchist, Dalmatia is a vassal of Ukraine. Serbia at some point broke free from me. I don't even know. Istria is of course under Tuscan control. And then there's Hungary in its one true borders, I suppose. And there we have it, the Empire of the Greeks. The lands once conquered by Alexander the Great at the apex of Hellenic influence are once again under Greek control. The Hellenistic Empire is reforged. 100 prestige, 10% for army projection power, and the Queen of Cities, so just one location. Are you kidding me? A singular location gets changes to, like, the acceptance? Okay, whatever, bro. The Hellenic Empire has been restored. I will gladly accept it. This was unbelievably costly. If we take a look around, we can see that Algeria has been freed. We got the Zollverein hanging around. The Unity League, the Universal League, which is us, is also having a decent enough time. The Supreme Alliance and the Steadfast Union on their own right there. Listen, let me tell you one thing. We're not the world's most dominating power, however, we have achieved quite something here. We have rebuilt the Empire of Old, and maybe most importantly, take a look at that. Orthodoxy is returning. In Lebanon, the majority is Orthodox. Of course, in Syria, we're getting there as well. And in the Holy Land, slowly but surely, we are building up an Orthodox core base as well. And Germany is doing what Germany does. Folks, I will leave you right here, and I will see you later, alligator.